I think the reality is in tech, the competition for talent is really fierce. And companies want their employees to believe that their equity has real monetary value. And so obviously it would be bad if you said you can sell 100% of your equity, your vested equity, but I think at a fairly early stage, it's probably a good idea to say, look, you've got 100,000 shares vested, maybe you can sell 5 or 10% of that every year in a company facilitated tender so that you feel like when you're being compensated with equity, that's real and that's part of your total comp package. So I think it's a good thing. Obviously with founders, this is a little different. Like you don't want founders cashing out in big chunks from their own companies. I'm not worried about this with OpenAI. I think Sam is doing just fine without any OpenAI tender. And I think the executive team there is quite the same. The head of research, for example, at OpenAI, who's less well known but very important in the business, is Bob McGrew, who was the director of engineering at Palantir prior to my co-founder, the CEO at Anduril, Brian Schimpf. And Bob he's fine as well. I don't think he's like in the position where he needs to see that equity as real comp.
I guess I get it, and Sam, right, I don't think, so those two are not doing it for financial reasons, they don't have to, but I guess it's just the scale is so different. Even when we were seeing some startups during the pandemic, like $7 billion companies giving their employees money, but here you're talking about like an $85 billion valuation, so like a 5 to 10% stake is actually worth a lot, but still, you don't.
Yeah. I think if you start seeing that there's a performance degradation related to people checking out because they have too much liquidity, then yeah, that becomes a pretty serious problem. I haven't seen that happen at OpenAI. I feel like they're all super mission motivated to get to AGI, and that's a really meaty mission.